guys, day bajillion of the quarantine, and today I'm gonna make some egg tarts. Even though we're in Ann Arbor and then there's plenty of Asian places around here, there's no place to get Chinese baked goods, so I have to make it myself. I've made egg tarts many times now. Sometimes it went really well, sometimes it hasn't gone really well, but I've never made my own puff pastry before. So this is my first time trying it out. I actually made the dough yesterday, and then today I'm going to make the filling and bake the rest. And I will narrate for you how to make the dough. Alright, you take your flour and your butter, mix it together, and then take sugar and salt, add it to water, and then add it to the flour mixture to make a dough. Now you want to flour your surface. Make sure you flour the surface before you roll it out to the shape of your cutting board. It's going to be kind of sticky. So after you do that, you want to put the butter on top. And then this will be your first round of lamination. Then you want to fold it up like so, but make it prettier than mine. This is so ugly. I'm sad that it is that ugly. And then you want to stick this into the fridge for an hour. Next, you're going to take it out, and then you want to press down gently on the dough before rolling it out like so. You're going to only roll it out lengthwise this time and not make it wide. And then another round of butter, more butter. Then fold it up and then stick it back into the fridge for half hour this time. Now you want to take it out for the third and final time. This time you're going to roll it out to the shape of your cutting board once more, and then surprise, butter. Butter, butter, butter. Then roll it up like so, then stick it back into the fridge for 30 minutes. Now when you take it out, cut it into 12 even slices before buttering your tin. And then this is the most annoying part, where you have to stick your thumb into the dough for like a minute and a half for each of them to make it to the right size. Repeat this 12 times and then stick it back into the fridge while you make the filling. Okay, I put all of the dough into the cupcake tin, and then now it's sitting in the fridge to firm up. And now I'm gonna make the filling. So the filling's pretty easy. It's hot water and sugar that you melt together. And then separately you combine eggs with evaporated milk and some vanilla. And then you combine it afterwards to make the filling and then strain it. So you might think, wow, so easy. But guess who's messed up before? This girl! So while I'm making the filling, it's kind of boring, so I'm just going to talk about my previous egg tart experiences, and then you can laugh. So this is not 2/3 cup. This is too much! And hopefully I don't mess up, because I'm talking. Okay, so we have the hot water and the sugar. So, my first time making egg tarts, I used the puff pastry from the store. It's like a Pepperidge Farm one. And then I forgot to mix the hot water sugar mixture with the egg and milk mixture. And then I put it in the oven. And you know, I forgot because I like had it sitting on the side, and I thought, oh wow, it's just like dirty dishes, because it just looked like a pile of water. And I put my teaspoon in there that I measured the sugar with. And then I put it into the oven. As I was cleaning up, I realized that, okay, there's definitely something missing. Then I realized I forgot to put the hot water and sugar into the egg milk mixture, which is so gross because the evaporated milk, it doesn't come with any sugar. It's just pure milk. So there was no sugar in the sweet egg tarts I was trying to make. But when I did realize that I forgot it, I took them back out and kind of spooned the mixture in, so it kind of like salvaged it slightly. It was really ugly looking. Good news was that it tasted good a little bit. Like, it wasn't like an egg tart, but it wasn't bad. It was kind of like sweet eggy bread. I'm gonna open the evaporated milk right now. Okay. Alright, measuring out the evaporated milk. And then I have 2 eggs. I've made egg tarts numerous times with my friend Julie, and then every time it's a bit of a mess, you know, because we use the store-bought puff pastry, and that just acts very unpredictably. So some of them have turned out nice and beautiful. Some of them have like really puffed up, and it looks like it's diseased. Like the dough is bubbling out of control.
What is that? Why is it like that?
I'm waiting for the hot water mixture to cool before I mix it with the eggs, so I don't make scrambled eggs instead. After it's at room temp, I'm gonna mix it together and then fill up the shell. So right now the oven is preheating. Okay, I almost forgot to put vanilla into it. Ah! I poured too much. Then after I mix it, I have to strain it and then pour it into the little dough cups. We're gonna strain it to get rid of any bubbles to make sure that it is nice and smooth. Because usually you end up with like those little egg whites, you see. This last one doesn't have enough. I need to steal some from the other ones. Okay, fixed it. Now it's time for the oven. Then after I stick them in, I'm gonna bake them for about 30 minutes. While I wait for that, I'm going to eat some dinner. They're ready. Oh my goodness, I am so proud. I feel like the dough part was a partial success, so you can see the different like layers right here for some of them, but then some of them I think it melted a little bit too much. The dough melted a little bit too much, so you don't really see it. There's also some weird ones where it's separated, the filling separated from the dough, but that's okay. They still look beautiful. I am so excited to eat one. So at the bottom, look at that. You can see the rings of the puff pastry, and it looks like it's gonna be nice and flaky and delicious. I am ready for my first bite. Nice bottom. Mmm, this is really good. Oh my gosh. I could have rolled out the dough a little bit thinner because the dough actually ends up being kind of thick. Yeah, I could have used more a little bit more filling. This is a overall success. I am so happy that it turned out tasting really good. And now I can make puff pastry, sort of learn how to. I'm very happy. I'm also very glad that the puff pastry didn't like explode and make them look really ugly, which is basically what happened with our Pepperidge Farm ones. I'm gonna finish this, I'm gonna clean up, and then go to bed. I'm so tired. It is 10:24. But thanks for watching, everyone. Bye!